Hey guys, it's Brandon again. So, this past week on Instagram, and if you're not following me on Instagram, my link is in the description. So, this past week on Instagram, I made a story, and in the story, it was basically asking my friends if there's a specific topic that you want me to discuss on YouTube, just name your question and I'll do it. So, this young man reached out to me, very good gentleman, and he basically said that he hears people talking a lot about investing and he wants to know what is investing and how do you begin investing. So before I jump into this video, guys, if you're stopping by to this channel for the first time, I'm going to ask you to click on that thumbs up button, that like button, so it could cause the video to be seen, and also subscribe because a lot of you guys are watching my videos and are not subscribing. So please subscribe. Now, the very first thing is, what is an investment? Now, my definition of an investment is this. Basically, put in time or money into something with the expectation that you are going to get more time or more money back, right? That is the very first thing. But in terms of the financial perspective of it, I like to break my investments up in three categories. So the very first thing is a capital gains investment. Now, what is a capital gains investment? A capital gains investment is basically something that you put your money in and it basically grows your money. That's all it's doing. So an example of this, take a stock, a stock like Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway is what is called a growth stock. So you put, I think that stock is about almost $300,000, but say you put $300,000 in that stock and you hold it for like 5 years and it goes up to 360. You have now made $60,000 on that stock. So anything that just basically grows your money is a capital gain investment. If you buy a piece of property and you let the property sit there, and one thing we do know about real estate, it appreciates over time. Then you sold the house and you made some money, your money increased. So that's the first category that I put investment in, capital gains. The second investment is what is called a cash flow investment. So a cash flow investment is something that just basically pays you. So for example, say that there's a subscription business. You're the sole partner in that business. You have 10 clients. Every month, those 10 clients pay you $1,000. So you're making $10,000 a month. But once you stop building the business, there's no more appreciation. So a cash flow investment is basically you put in your time and effort into something or money into something and it just continually pays you. It doesn't appreciate, it just pays you. Now, the third category of investment, and this is personally my favorite category of investment, is an appreciation and a cash flow investment. So my investment principle is this. If it does not go up in value and it doesn't pay me at the same time, I do not invest in it. So for example, take a 4-unit house. Now say each unit of that house you rent out for $2,500. So each month that house is bringing in $10,000. Now the house itself is worth $1 million. But every year the house goes up in value. So say you keep that house for 10 years, and these are just figures that I'm playing around with, but say you hold on to that house for 10 years and it goes up by another $300,000. Your initial investment was $1 million, but over 10 years the house went up by $300,000. But in the meantime, the tenants that are paying you, you're getting cash flow. Now, in that 10-year period, you have cash flowed basically well over $1 million. But when you sell the house, you get back your initial investment plus an extra $300,000. So those are the kind of investments I like to invest in. I like to invest in dividend-paying stocks. So any stock that doesn't pay me a dividend, I basically don't buy it. And I've missed opportunities of great growth stocks before because I stuck to that principle. But my principle is that Anything that appreciates in value and pays me is gold. Because I believe that in business, cash flow is king. In the investment world, cash flow is king. So those are the three categories of investing. Now, one of the things that I'm very adamant on is that if you want to start being an investor, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard this a lot, but I believe that the first thing we should be investing in is our physical bodies. Now, I'm an athlete and I take my health very seriously. Now, if you want to be a successful investor, and I mean, there are different levels, but for the expectation I have for most of you watching this video, I expect you to want to really take ownership of your lives one day and continue greatness. So that's a level of which I speak at, and I'm speaking to those people. Now, if your body is not healthy, you will not be physically able to do the work that it takes to be a great investor. So start eating right. Start getting on a good sleep schedule, exercising. Treat your body as if it's a temple. Because the reality is that I have friends who are multimillionaires, but they sacrifice their body so much to get to that level. But now that they're at that level, they're using all that money to now take care of their bodies. So while you're early in the game, while you're young, please focus on your health. The next thing is investing in your mind. Invest in your mind, your spirit, and your emotions. And when I say spirit, I don't necessarily mean religion. I mean, how do you feel? How are you handling stress? How are you treating other people? How is love being reciprocated? Be a good person. Feel good. One thing I do, I meditate. Another thing I do, I read books. And yes, I hate reading. And I know reading is hard, but it's something that I do daily because I believe that once you read, it strengthens your mind. You get inspiration from reading, and it helps you to learn from other people's mistakes. So I would say start there. Your body, your mental, spiritual, and emotional energy, and then figure out which kind of investor are you. So once you know what kind of investor you are, it will now make the game of investment much easier. So thank you so much for that question, and I felt like other people can also gain from this, and this is why I made this video. So again, guys, if you need any help saving any money or want to be in my program or learn more about investing, visit my website at factory7llc.com. The link is in the description, and also like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.